On behalf of the ASEAN Secretariat, I send my greetings to all participants, speakers, and organizers of the Asia Summit on Flexible Learning Strategies for Out-of-School Children, spearheaded by UNESCO and with support from various partners in the region and beyond. In support of realizing a prosperous ASEAN community, according to the ASEAN Vision 2025, the ASEAN socio-cultural community is envisioned to move towards a more inclusive community. Among others, this new framework of action by ASEAN entails the promotion of equitable opportunities for quality education and access to information, with priority given to the advancement of universal access to education. On a parallel note, the UNESCO's new set of global education goals outlined in the Education 2030, as well as the goal number 4 of Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations, have similarly given emphasis on inclusion, equity, and quality of education. Thus, we see the alignment of focus and priorities of ASEAN and UNESCO, particularly in promoting inclusive education in ASEAN, as highlighted in this week's Asia Summit on Flexible Learning Strategies for Out-of-School Children. The progress of children and young people who are out of school in Southeast Asia has been a focus of recent efforts of governments in the region for the past decade. If left unattended and marginalized, the plight of these children and young people could result to more social ills, consequently resulting to negative impact on economic growth of the individual ASEAN member states and the region as a whole. At ASEAN, we continue to give priority attention to this sector by enhancing the quality and access to basic education for all, including the disabled, disadvantaged, and other marginalized groups. We do so through policy discussions and recommendations, aiming for targeted interventions to address effectively the needs of this group. Recently, we have also started discussions on promoting a culture of peace in ASEAN. With education, this intersectoral approach aims to support the inclusive and holistic development of our children and youth in ASEAN and beyond. As we embark on a new decade of cooperation in education, marked by the ASEAN 2025 Blueprint and UNESCO's Education 2030 goals, I want us to be more mindful of condition of this important sector of our society. This week's summit will bring into force stories, issues, and interventions for the out-of-school children, not only from the ASEAN region, but from different parts of Asia and the world. Indeed, this summit brings out the passion in us, the passion to care and find ways to bring education and learning to all. I sincerely hope that this summit will leave in our hearts inspiration, motivation, and ideas to press on the work of bringing quality education services to all. In closing, I congratulate UNESCO for the success of the summit. I know that the road is still ahead of us as we continue to collaborate on education and cooperation in the region. But I believe that this summit signals a good start for 2016 in working towards our common goal of promoting a truly people-oriented and people-centered ASEAN community. Thank you, and I wish you all a successful conference in Bangkok.